Boom! And there she is. That happened so fast now. One fish after another, and boom, there she finally is. Black Sea Shemaya. She's really not that easy to catch. 464 grams. Boom! And then she was in the net in no time. This is what the whole thing looks like here. I've already been at this spot for a good hour now. So I tested here throughout the whole day, then through the night it was basically dead. So I simply took a break, and now things finally started moving again here on this route. 70 centimeters depth, casually cast out, finally the Black Sea Shemaya. Really not that easy to catch here on the Donets. Quite a few fish have gone in here. We also got the information today during the live stream. Unfortunately, I actually don't remember the player's name anymore. For Shemaya here, coordinates 33, 134 with bark beetle larva. We'll of course take a detailed look at the setup in a moment, but several Shemaya have already been caught here. Even so, it has to be said, this is not something you do quickly and easily, because if you look at how many different fish are biting here, especially also rudd, then the Black Sea Shemaya still remains rare. It did, however, go in several times within the first 20 fish already, so you can definitely catch them here. And yes, in the end, you still need a bit of patience. It's a fish that is active during the day. That means throughout the daytime hours, from 6 o'clock in the morning until around 10 or 11 o'clock at night, you still have realistic chances of catching this fish. After that, of course, it's night. Then you might fish for something else here. For example, the task where you need to catch a fish weighing at least 5 kilograms. I managed that here as well in the 3.7 meter hole. By the way, all tasks, all non-premium tasks, have already been explained in this video. And exactly as I explained there, I actually caught a catfish here on the Nightcrawler. A catfish weighing 6.6 kilograms. That went relatively well. Of course, it pulled a bit, but it actually worked quite well, and there were at least 5 wild carp during the time I tested here, and all of them were almost 5 kilograms, only a few grams or 100 grams away from those 5 kilograms. So either you'll definitely get a wild carp biting at this spot, or maybe during the night, the catfish as well. So much for task 7.3.3, which as I just mentioned, is also right here at this location. Or rather, I was over here at this spot and simply cast straight ahead with the bottom rods. And then as the task says, with a 3,000 size reel, I don't even know the distance. I simply cast out between 20 and 30 meters without a line clip directly into the hole. Exactly there. Yeah, and now as I said here at this spot, it was all about the Shemaya. And this Shemaya here, weighing 464 grams, only just went in a moment ago. It actually took a good hour. And this is what the setup looks like right now. So a size 12 hook with bark beetle larva. There are many reports and there are already some records where this fish was also caught using only a bark beetle larva. And if you don't have the double bait skill yet, well, then there's no other option anyway than simply fishing with just a bark beetle larva. You'll catch this fish that way as well. It might take a bit longer, but you definitely have the chance. So, simply fish here with bark beetle larva, size 12 hook, and of course, you can also go a bit lighter. I was using 5.5 kilogram line here. You can definitely go smaller as well, maybe with 3.1 kilograms. Fight every fish really hard. Of course you can do that. I didn't necessarily want to. 5.5 kilograms was absolutely enough. I wouldn't go much larger though. 6 kilograms, 7 kilograms, then it starts getting tight. Because the more carrying capacity your line has, the thicker the line naturally becomes. And then we also get more spooking effect on the different fish. The position should be completely clear up here at coordinates B4, and then as I said, simply cast out casually. Of course, also without a line clip, mostly in the area of 70 centimeters depth. I also vary between 60 centimeters and 90 centimeters, so you can always experiment a little there as well. Then, as mentioned, casually cast out into the reflection of the trees here. Pretty much exactly where this float is drifting right now. Exactly, that was the area. Cast out casually and let it drift through. Of course, I also tested other positions, casting farther and not quite as far. And in this area here, exactly where the floats are right now, that's where it actually worked best with the Black Sea Shemaya. So, this is how she should go in here. That's the fish we want. But it remains a rather rare fish. The fish looks absolutely gorgeous, but unfortunately far too rare. Even so, at least here you have a chance that the fish comes in at the right size. The task says catch a fish weighing 250 grams. So, non-premium task, level 7, and there it's task 2, the Black Sea Shemaya from 250 grams and up. Some people have also caught them with spinning, but that's of course even rarer and much less likely that you'll catch the fish with a spinning rod, maybe on small spinners. So definitely better to stand here with a telescopic rod, or as I said, with bolognese rods or match rods. So much now for this spot, and also for the tasks here, and so much for the Shemaya. We'll bring the whole thing to the cafe now and take a look at how much silver it brings. So, is the fishing actually worth it? How about you? Are you getting along well with the tasks? Feel free to leave feedback in the comments as well. How are the tasks going for you? Are they too difficult? Are they too easy? I would say that this time the tasks are actually not that difficult. They've definitely been much harder before, and with these tasks you get along relatively quickly. If you're still having trouble, definitely check out the tutorial playlist. There is a separate tutorial for every fishing style that explains step-by-step how to fish there, what you should buy for that particular fishing style, and of course how to progress most efficiently so that you can earn more percentages as well. There is a separate tutorial for each of these topics, so let's take a quick look. There we can see it. The fish is not only rare, but also valuable. It's worth it. Look at this, 30 silver. With almost 500 grams, that's already a large fish, of course, but this fish is definitely worth it. Well, and now here, for the time invested, almost 200 silver, that's still pretty okay. Maybe there are even cafe orders as well. So get over here and fish for the Black Sea Shemaya, and of course complete the task here. It's one of the more difficult tasks. Over the next few days, I'll take another look at the tasks that perhaps require a bit more luck, or perhaps a bit more knowledge and background information. I'll make extra videos for those, and also take a close look at particularly productive spots that may already have been posted in Discord. By the way, the link to the community Discord is directly below the video. If this helped you, leave a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then we'll see each other in the next video. Until then, tight line.